What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Life with Jay checking in with another video. And the day has finally arrived. We had our first day. I keep saying we, but we are. It's like y'all are part of my journey. We are family. So that's why I say we in this together. You know what I mean? But we finally had our first day of actual dialysis. I mean, I had been doing dialysis in the hospital, but it was in the hospital, so it won't like the center and shit, and like the actual. Cause, okay, let me explain. I'm doing, I don't know how to pronounce it, hemo something dialysis, which means I'm going to be doing in-home dialysis. So, what that means is, what I'm doing now is I'm going to the center for 6 to 8 weeks to get trained on how to use the machine. My wife's gonna start going with me as well. And we're gonna get trained on how to use the machine, how to stick myself, to use it and all that. So, but today was the first day that I actually went to the center for the dialysis. And I gotta say, man, I have to say 1,000% so far that I was wrong. I was wrong. For so long, I was trying to avoid dialysis. Just because I heard so many rumors about how rough it is on the body. A lot of people compare it to chemo. A lot of people get on and get depressed because it's kind of like, it's almost like the last step before death. It can feel that way sometimes. So I put it off for those reasons, man. But I can honestly say, y'all, I done did it 3 times now, twice in the hospital, and once outpatient in the little center. And man, I feel great. My energy is up. I used to have real bad nausea in my stomach to where I was like throwing up every day, and I assumed that was detox symptoms, but turns out it was because I had so much toxins in my body that wasn't being cleaned out that I was just always sick. And my fluid is coming off my body, which is causing more weight loss, which is dope. And it was just the experience so far has not been anything like I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? Like it's really been productive. You know what I mean? It's I think the worst part of it is just that it's so time consuming. Like, for example, me right now while I'm training, I have to go to the center Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I actually have to do dialysis for 3 to 3.5 hours at a time, just sitting there. Now, mind you, I'm getting trained to be able to do it myself. So what that means is that's an extra 30 to an hour that's going to take for me to set the machine up, learn, da-da-da. So you're talking about a cool 4 to 5 hours, 4 times a week that I'm having to spend in this place. You know what I mean? So you're talking about 20 hours a week damn near. That's a part-time job. You know what I mean? And so that definitely is I would say to me, the worst part of it. But all the things that I've heard about, people feeling tired and fatigue and all these side effects, I just haven't experienced them yet. And of course it's still early, but I just wanted to give my take on it, because it may change. 3 weeks from now I might be like, yo, this is the worst shit in the world. But I definitely want to, again, this is my journey, so I just want to come up here and share how I feel about it. And so far so good, man. My wife has said she's noticed the difference with my energy levels, as far as like, I'm talking a lot more, talking a lot louder. I'm not as out of breath when I come up the 3 flight of stairs that we stay on. And I guess that was because of the fluid that I had around my lungs. I can sleep on my back now. I used to struggle sleeping on my back because it almost felt like I was running out of air and I would jump up out my sleep. I could not sleep on my back without my CPAP. But now, the last couple of nights, I mean, that's the only way I can sleep, because you can see that I have this, what's this called again? Catheter in my chest. You know what I mean? So, and this is a temporary thing. When I first went to the hospital and they tried to use my fistula, you see my arm bruised from all the times they stuck me. They tried to use this fistula and they found out that it was too deep into my arm. So I got to have surgery to have this fistula pulled up some so that they can use that. And that'll be what what I'll use mainly. But they originally put an EJ in my neck just so I could start dialysis. And then they moved it from out my neck and they put a catheter in my chest. So this is probably going to be here for like a couple of months until I have the surgery to get that corrected. And then, you know, that heals up and matures. And then I can get this out my chest, which I can't wait because I can't take showers right now. I can't really do anything with this. You know, my son tried to pull on it. It hurts. So I kind of, you know, just kind of look like Iron Man right now. But it's cool, though. You got to do what you got to do. But besides that, man, it's definitely an adjustment because, you know, I've been one to, you know, duck my doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And now I'm seeing 3 different doctors. I got my regular doctor, I got my heart doctor, I got my kidney doctor. You know, I got this dialysis, and it's a lot. You know, it can feel like a lot. But the one thing I will say is that I'm still optimistic about my situation based off of how I feel, as well as what the nurses and the doctors are telling me based off my weight loss, based off of the, I got a baby crying in the background. Hold on, y'all. I got to go be dad. All right, I'm back. Hey, man, when you in the house with your kids because you home every day because you don't got to go to work, that's shit you got to deal with. Sorry. But anyways, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, that's really what's been going on. Like I said, we feel optimistic about it because of my age, because of the weight coming off. I'm still making a lot of piss, a lot of urine, which is unlikely or you know, rare for someone whose kidneys is as bad as mine's supposed to be. I'm still peeing regular to me, you know what I mean? So that was definitely a big plus for the doctors and the nurses and all that shit. And besides that, man, that's really it. I mean, I'm gonna keep pushing. You know what I mean? This dialysis is new, but so far so good. I'm gonna fit it into my schedule. You know what I mean? I got me a little situation I'm about to start here in the next couple of weeks that, you know, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to do because of this, but, you know, everything worked out for the good, so I'm blessed for that. And yeah, man, you know, if you out there and, you know, they're telling you may need dialysis. Hey, bro, can I finish my video, bro? I'll get to you in a sec, bro. Thank you. Again, when you're home every day, you got to deal with shit. Anyways, you know, if they're considering telling you to be on dialysis, I'm not telling nobody to volunteer for it because that's just not what I'm going to do. But it's not as bad as I will say as I originally thought it was going to be. And I actually genuinely do feel better since I've started. And then I've only been on it for like, might as well say a week now. Like I do. Like that, I'm telling you, that nausea in my stomach when I woke up in the morning, that was probably some of the worst pain. I wouldn't call it pain, but it was that feeling. Oh my, like just imagine being hungover without drinking any alcohol. I mean, it was the worst, man. I don't wish that shit on nobody, for real. So, but like I said, man, we just gonna keep pushing, keep working on this weight loss, keep working on the transplant. As I start to find out more information about the process of the transplant, stuff like that, I come up here and tell you, I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. I ain't got nothing to hide. You know, who knows who going through this. You know what I mean? Some people may need to see this. They may need to see. Sometimes we need to see somebody else go through some things that we may be going through that give us motivation or to give us courage to deal with it. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something. When it comes to your health, this is not something that you can put off. This is not something that you can ignore. Like, look, look. You see, this is what ignoring it got me. Instead of me just doing this right here years ago and taking these pills like I was supposed to, or losing the weight like I was supposed to, and putting it off, this is where it got me. And now this is what I got to deal with. So it ain't no point in being upset. Ain't no point in being mad. It's just about doing what I got to do to reverse these effects and move on to the next process in life, which is getting that transplant and getting a clean bill of health. That's all we can do. So that's all I got for this video, man. I appreciate the support, the love, prayers, everything that I've gotten over the last week while I was in the hospital, as I got out the hospital, as I transitioned back into my normal life. Definitely appreciate you guys, man, 100%. As always, you know the vibes. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. If I don't make another video before Saturday, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Happy that to you. As always, you know the vibes. God Family Trucking. And remember, man, everything you want in life is on the other side of sacrifice, man. You just got to go get it. Go on.